Okay, so 2, 3 parallel lines and triangle sums. Our learning goal is to find the interior angles and exterior angles of triangles. Okay, one of them, you had a prequel yesterday because I reminded you. Triangle angle sum theorem. The sum of the measures of all the angles in a triangle is 180 what? Degrees. Okay, we've known that. We've been taught that before you walked in this room, correct? So we're just going to remember it. So under here it says if we have a triangle, then angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals what? 180. So did I just write any equation that I could when it involved the interior angles of a triangle? Yes. Now I might have one of those missing and I can figure that out, correct? Okay. Questions?
No.
Concerns?
No.
What are you doing over there?
You. Me?
Yes, you. Finish eating and be done. Okay, so I need to find X and Y. Okay, I need to find X and Y. How many triangles do you see in A?
Those.
2, 3,
4.
Who sees 2?
I see 3.
Who sees 3?
How do I see?
Okay, so now just shh. There's 1, 2, 3. Correct? Okay, I was talking about A. Okay, and how many are in B?
2.
2, because there's just 1, 2. So we need to see, so we have the picture, each of these small triangles, the sum is 180, but also is the whole large triangle 180? Yes, I used that a lot when I was doing mine yesterday. I'm like, ooh, here's a huge triangle. Here's this angle, and here's this angle, and I could find it. Okay, so how do you guys want to go about it? What do you want to find first?
The bigger of the 2.
X.
Yeah.
Felicia, why do you want to find X?
Because all the numbers are there.
All the numbers are there for X, aren't they?
Yes.
Because I have 35 and 96. Does that allow me to find X, which is one angle in the bigger of the 2 smaller triangles? Yes? So how would I do that?
You add those 2 and minus 180.
Okay, so 96 and 35 is 130. You guys check my math always.
Yeah, slide.
Yeah.
So X equals 180.
131. Yeah. 6 plus 5 equals.
Oh, 131, yep.
X is
Always check my
49.
math. Shh. Everyone should be doing this. It should not just be coming out of your mouth, please.
Yeah.
Xander, please stop. So 9, 7, 4. So did you get X equaled 49 degrees? Okay. So as we do this, guys, I want you doing the math with me, right? Not just copying down what I write, because that keeps your brain engaged in what's actually going on. If we're going too fast, please let me know. Got me?
Yep.
Okay. So I now know that X is 49 degrees. Did I need that to be able to find Y?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I do, because Y is in... We don't have this angle right here, do we? Do we have that angle?
That's 90.
No,
Yes.
no,
This is right.
no. If it was a right, what would have on it? It would have a square. Does it have a square? Nope. But I do have 49, 77, and I have 35, and 35 plus Y gives me this whole thing, yes?
Yeah.
So could I do this then?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually going to write the whole equation then. So I have 77 plus 49 plus 35 plus Y equals what? 180. I guess. Okay, so what do I do with all those things?
Yeah. Well,
I combine my like terms, right?
yeah. You 180. I do that.
Okay, well, you better not get 180 with those 3. If you get 180 with those 3, are we wrong?
Oh, I was.
Yeah, because we still need something for Y. If we got 179, are we still right? Yeah, because we have 1 degree. What if I got 179.9? Am I still correct? Yep, because I got something left over. But if I get 180, am I correct? No.
Must have been either.
Okay. Six. I get 161.
It'd be
That's
19.
163.
Why would it be 19?
I got 163.
Got one. Anybody else get 163?
I got 163.
I got
I got 161.
Okay. Let me do what I did in my head. 7 plus 9 is 16. Plus 5 is 21. So I wrote a 1, carried a 2,
That's 17.
and then 7 plus 3 is 10, and 2 plus 4 is 6. So 6 plus 10 is 16. Did you find your mistake, Emma?
Yep.
Okay. So then I minus 161, and y equals what? 19?
Wrong one.
Okay. And x equaled 49. Okay. So are you going to have to do some work? Yes.
Yay.
Now, historically means in the past, people will carry a 1 and then forget that they carried a 1 and subtract it, like bring it down. Make sure you're subtracting right, okay? Don't rush through it. You've got time. Okay, now what? I think I want to let you try the other one on your own.
Okay.
That's not a good idea.
I think it is.
I don't think it is.
Calm down. Sure.
Maybe if we
You got to, shh, please. You're going to have to use some rules from 2-1 and 2-2. What's that for?
Thank you. Much love.
Said he called X.
Yep.
Explain to me how you are going to get X.
I had 59 to 57.
Okay, so 59 plus 57, I get 116. Everybody else get 116? Okay.
Subtract from 180.
So 180. So I get 4, 7, 64?
Yep.
Okay, so X equals 64. Now Cody said he called Y. Hi.
Okay. So you add 42 and 64 and you get 74.
Wait, why 64?
Because they're, what's the word? I'm on the thing of it.
Vertical.
Vertical. So did you have to use stuff from the days before to do this one?
Yes.
Yep. So go ahead and Cody, you did what?
You added 42 and 64 and you get 74.
I get 106, and then subtract from 180 and 74. So y equals. So questions. Those of you who struggled with y, did you forget about your vertical angles?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Ollie, are you doing my stuff or somebody else's stuff?
Yours. I'm just finished. I'm not finishing this. I'm just stapling it and then
Okay.
Excuse me.
Questions before we move on?
No.
If you were stuck, or is your brain unstuck now?
Yes.
Okay, here is another theorem for you. Ooh, there's a lot of words. The measure of the, okay, so we have the triangle exterior angles theorem. The measure of each
Triangle.
exterior angle. You made me second guess what I was going to fill in there. Of a triangle. Why did I blank out those words? Let me give you the exact words because my brain, that looks like a really big space for is. Because I was just going to say is. But I'm pretty sure it's not is if I gave you that big of a space, right? Well, it seems to be is, but I don't think it's is. Okay, let's see. The measure of each exterior angle of a triangle equals. So is the same thing, right?
No.
Isn't it when you hear is in a story problem? Doesn't that mean equals?
No.
Yes, it does.
Well, that's not how English works.
Okay, equals the sum of the measures of the two opposite,
Exterior.
no, interior angles. Okay, so we're going to say this again. The measure of each exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of the measures of the two opposite, so that means across from, yes? Now, I think they don't use opposite, they use remote.
That's what
If I said remote, you'd be like, what? Right? So opposite interior angles. So on this picture, I'm going to draw a little bit before we write. So don't write anything, please. Just watch. I have one exterior angle right here right now, don't I? But isn't there one like over here? And over here also? Yes. So, well, and you could draw it like this, couldn't you? And I could draw it like what? That. And I could draw it like this. So there's a lot. I said, don't draw that. I said, don't draw that. Don't draw that. Okay. Because that makes your paper look like a mess, doesn't it? Okay. What I want you to realize is there more than one exterior angle? Yes. So still don't write for me, please, okay? So if I'm talking about this one, my two opposite are these two. Am I making sense where I'm going? Okay, so I'm going to erase all this. Okay, so they have a 1, so we're obviously looking at angle 1, yes? Okay, so if you have this picture, then angle 1 equals, and it says the sum of the two opposite angles, interior angles. So what are the two opposite interior angles? Okay, so angle 2 plus angle 3. Did we just write an equation for that?
Yeah.
Yes. So could I use that same equation for any of those exterior angles? Yes. Look at that. You guys are so brilliant. Questions before we move on with this? Does everyone have it filled in? Yep, that's where we're going. Okay, so X is my exterior angle, correct? So the sum, excuse me. So this exterior angle, X, equals what?
Probably something.
54 plus 57. The two opposite angles. Are those opposite? Yes. Even if I had this angle. Okay, well, if I had this angle, isn't this a linear pair? Yeah. But if I don't have that angle, is this going to help me out? Yeah. Because if not, I'd have to add these two, subtract 180, get this one, subtract it from 180. Wait a second. That's the same sum, isn't it? So I get X equals 1, 1, 1. Okay, the rule is, isn't it? Okay, so
Would you
Randy?
111 over 180?
No.
Can I do the next one?
Just a second. I'm going to go back here again. Go back to your rule, guys. Look at your rule. It says the sum of 1. I don't like that it erases. The sum of 1 equals the sum of the opposite two angles. 2 plus angle 3. Now I'm going to prove to you why. So I want everyone not to write anything. I want you to listen and look. Stop me if you don't understand by raising your hand, not puking out words. Okay, if I wanted, I'm going to name this other angle that's missing angle 4. Got me? Okay, so if I wanted to find angle 4 and I knew angle 2 and 3, how would I find it?
You could subtract out 180.
You'd add 2 and 3 and subtract it from what? 180. So angle 4 would equal 180 minus angle 2 plus angle 3, wouldn't it? Okay. Well, then if I had angle 4, how would I find angle 1? So angle 1 would equal 180 minus what? Angle 4. Correct? I have two equations. So, if you look at these, if I add those two together, aren't I going to get angle 4? Yes? So that is why this works. The exterior angle is the sum of the what? Two opposite. So I'm going to do the next one. I'm not going to let anybody else do it since we still got some people confused. Well, if you already did it, awesome. Now, 104 equals the sum of the two opposite angles, which is x plus 49. Did I just write an algebra equation? Yes. That I would subtract 49 from both sides. And I get 5, 9, 55 equals x. Okay, you subtracted wrong. You forgot to this, as I told you. What I told you the mistake was? You carry and you don't take it away.
I didn't take one.
No, you didn't. If you carry and make that 14, this becomes 9.
Yeah.
And 9 minus 4 is 5.
How did I get 6? I did that. I
Okay.
didn't subtract them.
But when I get 65, I know people borrowed and didn't what? Reduce. Make sure you're following your procedures. Don't be... Is this work that I should see on your paper?
Yeah.
Yes. If you would show your work, would you make those mistakes as much? No.
I should.
Okay. Does that make more sense now? You have a question? Are you sure? Okay, again, I'll do this one. I have it blank on mine. So the rule says that this angle is the sum of these two angles. So angle x equals 54 plus 57. So angle x equals 111. Maybe this will help to prove. If I wanted the angle in here, this angle right here, wouldn't you add these two together and subtract it from 180? Okay, so we're going to name this one y. How about that? Okay. So y is going to equal 180 minus, well, 54 plus 57 is 111. So then 180 minus 111 is going to be 10, 9, 7, 69. Yes? Yeah. And if I wanted x from that, it would be 180 equals y plus x, yes? And then y was 69 plus x, subtract 69, and you get 111. Wasn't it easier just to use my rule right here? Yeah. Okay, now does that make sense why it works? Okay, sometimes we just need, our brain needs convincing. If you guys need more convincing, ask for it, okay? Okay, so we got a diagram. I want you to stop and think how many triangles you see.
8.
Shh. I said stop and think. I did not say a word. Who sees 5? 6? 7? 8? 20? Okay. So, I see, let me see. 1. I don't know how many there are. I don't remember. Okay. 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11. Okay. Are there a lot of triangles? 12? You see another one?
Yeah, the other big one.
I already got it. I already did it.
I can't.
I know. That's just my brain.
There's the air.
Okay.
So 1,
So
2, and 75.
I got 11. Is there a bunch? Yes, that's the whole point. Okay, let's see what it says. This is our last one. Cheyenne built this display for her ornament collection. Each shelf is parallel to the base. Okay, so I'm assuming,
How is that a shelf?
I don't know.
Look how beautiful it is.
Hmm.
How would that hold him?
Oh, just shush. She recalls only that the angle measures shown on the diagram. Now she wants to build another one just like it. That looks really confusing. I wouldn't want to, but that's okay. So we need to find angle 1, 2, and 3. So it's telling me that this. Ooh, I don't know what happened there. It's telling me this is parallel to this, yes?
Yep.
Okay, so I know that. I know this one's 75. I'm twisting my brain. Can we find 5?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's 80.
How can we find 5?
45 plus 55.
Okay.
Subtracted by 180.
So 5 equals 180 minus 100, right?
Yeah.
Which is 80. Okay, so 5 is 80. Oh, so this one would be 180 also, wouldn't it? Or 80, not 180. So this one right here, this other blue, I can't fit it in mine.
And then you would
Here,
subtract by
80.
180. Then equals 100, and you would get the other thing.
No, you need that first, though.
No, you need the other
No.
first, though. You need angle 2, 80 on the Yes, but you can still get it from
45
the other
gallon.
base.
No, you can't, because that's the whole thing equals 180. You can't just put 100 at one corner and then have another measurement you gotta get.
Well, if this is 80, this angle in here is 100, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, the way you said it, no one understood that. I didn't say you were wrong, did I?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and I'm going to say 80 and this dot right here are linear pair, yes? That's why we use our vocabulary to explain to people why. So this in here is what? 100? And this is 100? Not that it will help me any, but we know that it is. Because if I know 80, is this not a linear pair?
But how did you know to subtract 100 from the other?
Because to get 5, because here is a triangle right here.
Yeah.
And I know 45 and 55, so the angles of a triangle equal 180. So 45 plus 55 is 100, which gives me 80. Okay? So I have 80, 80, 100. Oh, well, look at this. I have 145. Isn't this right here a triangle?
Yeah.
So 1 plus 3 has to equal what that is, right? I'm drawing on here a lot, so it's getting kind of messy. But is that going to do me any good? I don't know. So we got to get 1, 2, and 3, right? So we know that 100 plus 45 plus angle 1 and angle 3 equals what? 180. Okay, we know that, correct? So that's something we can keep in our brain. Yes, Emma?
Would 4 be 75?
Why?
Because it's vertical to 75?
Well, not really. Okay, and I'm going to show you why, and I'm going to write on here, and then I'll erase it. Okay, so for these to be vertical, for 75, it would have to be here and here.
Oh. Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
So yes, it would be awesome if 4 were 75, but it's not. So is that why we draw on our pictures? Yes. Okay, so good Well, okay, if we know this is 100 right here, yes?
Yep.
We know the sum of an exterior angle equals the sum of the two opposite interior, right? So the interior would be 2 and whatever that is, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to name that? 6? You guys want to name that angle 6? I mean, is that okay? Okay, I'm just throwing stuff out rather than sitting there going, I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Okay, so I know that 100 equals angle 2 plus angle 6, right? So these are things I know. Ooh, could I keep drawing this like right here? Oops. Could I extend this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And if I know the inside is 45, could I figure the outside out? What's the 45 minus 180?
155.
No.
45.
135?
Yeah, 135.
Okay, so I know that 135 equals angle 4 plus 3, don't I? Because I just learned that theorem. Okay, so 135 equals angle 4 plus 3. I think maybe I could do something with this equation right here and this equation right here.
Do you even know what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to find angles. I'm just throwing out stuff I already know.
You can put 3 into that one.
Yes,
This side is 45 on, is it?
45 is inside.
I'm at 75.
75, I would assume, is this corner right there. That's where my brain is putting it.
That's what I thought, but it's kind of in between.
Yeah, but I would assume it's there. I know, they didn't label it very well, did they?
No.
Could I, like, solve this? Could I solve this for angle 4 and substitute it in here? Or, not in angle 4, for angle 3 and substitute it in there? Maybe, but I don't know if that's going to get us anywhere. But it could. We found 80, right? I feel like we're just missing a big picture. Oh, if I know this one and this one, this triangle right here. Oh, we already did that. I was getting all excited. We could find that angle right here, but that's not going to do me any good, is it? No. Well, if I found it,
You could find one.
I could find 1, but 1 plus that has to be in that whole triangle, doesn't it? So that didn't do me any good. I see. Well, no, guys, there is nothing. I'm not looking at this problem and I can't just say, there's the answer. What am I doing? What are we doing?
But I don't remember like the names of them.
Okay, but what have I been telling you from the beginning of the year? Do we have to remember the names?
Yeah.
Yes. We've spent 3 weeks on 2-1 and 2-3, or 2-1 and 2-2. You have to remember those names. That's it. Okay? So, we have totally disregarded the fact that this is parallel to this, have we not? And if this is parallel to this is a transversal. So this angle and this angle would be the same, wouldn't they? Yep. We've totally disregarded that, didn't we? So this in here would be 45, wouldn't it? And we said this was 80. And this was 80. So can we find 2? Yes? Okay, so we can find 2. So angle 2 equals 180 minus 125, which is 55. So that helped me out, I think. Again, if this is parallel to here, alternate interior angle, right? What do I know that same side interior angles equal? 180, yes? So again, this is my transversal, isn't it? And so this angle plus this whole angle equals what? 180.
Which is 100.
Oh, what's this? Is this a straight line?
Yeah.
Since this is a straight line, can't I find this little piece that I just colored in? Yes? Okay, so 75 and 45 is 120?
Yep.
Yeah? So 120, 180 is 60. So if this is 60,
It'd be 40.
it would be
So you'd subtract nothing.
180 minus 60 would be 120. So 4 is 120. And didn't I have an equation over here that I could plug that into? Yeah. Do you see how writing down what I know, it might be like not direct, but can I figure these things out? Yeah. So if I know 4 is 120,
And that is 45.
so 120, so minus 120, right? So that would be 15. Is angle 3. Well, if I know angle 3, can I find angle 1 now? Yeah. So add 15 into here. So 15 plus 45 is 15 and 45 is
56.
60 plus 100 is
160.
160. So I have 160 plus angle 1 equals 180. So subtract 160. So what?
It'd be 20.
It'd be 20. So did that take some maneuvering and working around? Yes. I could have probably told you a faster way, but that's not how you're thinking at home, is it? Do you have to put some things out there and try them? Yes. Make sure you turn around right now and write down your assignment.